Firstly, those of you who are sitting on blue seats, you are sitting in the splash zone. And that means there's a very high chance that you are going to get wet during the show. So if you're not comfortable with that, now is a very good time to change your seats. Number two, as much as possible throughout this presentation, please remain seated because other movements will be a distraction to the sea lion. Now while he is on stage, please do not approach the pool, do not put your hands in the water, and do not stand close to the boulders on the left and the right side of the stage because our sea lion will use these areas at any point in time throughout the show. After the show, we will be having a photography session with our sea lion as well, so if you're keen to have your pictures taken, please stick around until the end of the show. With that said, I think I'm ready. Happy is ready?
Ready.
Okay, Philip, ready? Okay, now the last question is, are you all ready for the show? Last show today, let's try that one more time. Are you ready for the show? Okay, let's dive. West Coast of the United States, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to meet our boys. It can also dive to depths of 180 meters, swim at speeds of 40 kilometers per hour. Sorry, hang on a second. Good evening, David.
Good evening, Alan.
David, what's going on?
Philip, I'm very upset with you.
Upset with me?
You see, you get something important about you.
Something important about... Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Philip is very upset because I failed to mention the most important fact about sea lions. They happen to be one of the most handsome animals in the African continent. They also have very powerful front flippers, and this is all his weight on this two flippers. We're going to see that one more time. Get the fish fest, that's more important. There he goes, one more time. There you go. Now there's another animal that looks a lot like the sea lion, often mistaken for them, and they're called true seals. Now true seals look a little bit funny on land. Philip is going to show you how they look. And how they move. And the sea lion. And using these powerful front flippers enables them to move and coordinate easily on land. And they have special hind flippers which enable them to rotate from side to side, moving on land very easy. And he is so coordinated, in fact. I think he's going to do a little bit more dance. Where's going to go? Left, right. And lastly, get your cameras ready. We're going to see how tall he really is. All the way up. Okay, one more time for the ready, all the way up. Now guys, how about a round of applause for this handsome boy? Alright, let's see how long he goes on that. Now it's time to see how fast the sea lion can swim. So, Philip, are you ready to swim?
Alright, calm down, Philip.
What's wrong?
He said no. He don't want to swim.
He doesn't want to swim.
He said he saw something big and scary in the pool.
Big and scary in the pool. That's weird. I don't see anything. But I tell you what, I'm going to go and check. I'm going to find it, okay? Yeah, that's like I thought. There's nothing in the pool. Okay? Right? And then whenever you're ready, let's show everyone how far the sea lion can swim. Hello? If there was a shark in the pool, you would be Nina, okay? Enough of the jokes. Come on, let's stand up to speed. The eyes, allowing them to see very clearly and open. We're going to put that intelligence to the test by demonstrating Philip's amazing self-control. I'm sure you all know that sea lions love fish, right? So what Raymond is going to do is going to place Philip lying down, and then he's going to put a nice juicy piece of fish in front of Philip. Now, the cue for Philip to take that fish is one single clap. Okay, so we're going to try to distract him, but we're going to do it together. Okay, so on the count of 3, one clap. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. A bit fast, some a little bit slow, some very slow. Let's try that again. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourself a round of applause. You guys are so easy to train. As you can see, the fish is still there, so we can walk There you go. Look at this good boy. This great job of self-control. The secret is he knows if he doesn't take that one piece, look at that. He notices it get a whole lot more fish or a drop of blood, and that is what we call intelligence. their snout using their long, flexible neck and their whiskers. And he's not done showing off just yet. Let's go for the fish first before we continue on with the wall. He's still got long, he's going to finish that off with a beautiful little snap. Okay, now we're not done with the show yet, but now we're going to take a very important detour to talk about something serious. The ocean's deadliest monster. Not a shark and not a killer whale, but plastic. You see, plastic alone is responsible for killing over 1 million animals every year. A huge problem is single-use plastic. Things like plastic wrapping, plastic bags, straws, and bottles that we use, throw away, and don't think about where it ends up. Unfortunately, a lot of our rubbish ends up in the ocean, and plastic bags, for example, floating in the water, look a lot like food, which can be very confusing for a dolphin, a turtle, a sea lion, or a whale who can choke or swallow a plastic bag or hundreds of plastic bags and then eventually die. Fishing line and pieces of net discarded by fishermen are said to kill thousands of marine animals yearly. Fishing line can get tangled around the body or the flipper of the sea lion and cause something very painful, like losing flipper. And you know, for an animal that spends a lot of time on the flippers, this can be a very painful problem. But even worse, with heavy fishing nets get tangled around the sea lion, the more they struggle, the tighter the net becomes, and then what happens to them? He does sometimes that very much. Yeah, okay, he's got it. And okay, what happens now, Philip? Let's try, guys, to drown. Very good acting, Philip. Philip. There's a lot of simple things that we can do to help, but you can start by practicing the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Words I'm sure most of you are familiar with, the things that many people are guilty of not practicing in our everyday life. And there are so many easy things that you can do. For example, when you go shopping, you can bring a reusable bag so that you can say no to plastic bags. A little bit goes a very long way over time. Now, Philip is currently modeling a recycling bag, and that is a picture of himself on the front holding another bag, and that is what we call shameless self-promotion. Good job, Philip. Now, we don't have this bag here at the gift shop, but we do have a lot of other recyclable items like porous refillable bottles, another good way to cut down waste. You can also get reusable take-out containers of cutlery, and the zoo even sells beeswax paper that can be used as an alternative to cling film. So if you don't have your bottles with you today, please take note. We have multiple lists around the Singapore Zoo for you to make use of. Okay, now, lastly, whenever we cannot reduce or reuse, we should try to recycle not just plastic and paper, but also aluminium and our old electronic items like the used handphones. So,